All right, guys, welcome to Game 1, Round 1 coverage for the DBZ Chicagoland Regionals. I'm your host, Andrew Donnelly. With me, my co-host, Brian McBride. Brian, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I think so.
Black Krillin, the super rare deck, going up against the SYN Turles deck.
Yeah, right. You know, the most common deck of all format right now, the SYN Turles deck. It's everywhere. So, but apparently this did well recently, and we get to see it in action against the debatably best deck that in the regional right now. So
Joseph Walter is, I believe, I was informed by Richie from Panini that Joseph Walter is in fact a regional top contestant already. So this is his.
It's already an interesting feature match.
Yeah,
so
correct. And like you said, Bruce Crawford coming in top 4.
Yeah, I think he came second.
Regional event. Yeah,
I think he came second in that. So already, I think this match is going to be decided maybe in the first couple of combats. If SYN Turles is going to snowball out of control, as he probably should, or if Krillin can stabilize and whittle him down and disc him to death.
And disc him to death. Man, I know we were talking before the round started how interesting it was for the game to be just a best of one round.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because of the game lengths, but
sure.
There's no side deck like every other TCG that we have going, and it looks like Krillin is going first.
So
probably not what one. SYN Turles probably wanted to just go first, maybe start swinging off the bat, especially since Krillin opened a setup. It's one less card that it kind of has to deal with. Got a searching maneuver, which is good, but I'm not really sure what it would do against SYN. It's very strong against Ginyu decks, but searching maneuver was never bad.
So on the draw here, the Turles player's looking for what, more aggressive cards?
More aggressive cards. The VTP is nice because he's probably not going to enter combat right away. He's probably just going to get some free anger, rejuves, and energy attack. See that one coming. I'd imagine Turles to be more of a, maybe it's a more hybrid damage. And you see a smoothness drill from Krillin. It's always good. Probably the best drill, at least in my opinion. So he gets 2 cards inside of discard step, so now every combat he's going to be having 5 cards available to him.
Sure.
So
for you guys watching at home, we've had a total of 215 players here register for the event. The second largest regional in the nation.
SYN Menace. Okay.
So be 8 rounds cut to top 16.
So this is interesting. It is a deck it's using SYN Menace. It's pretty good against Ginyu if you can start stage locking all their things. Probably not the best against Krillin, but I guess you can consider it a 3-stage attack against Krillin. Usually if you're playing a SYN deck, it's going to be Raditz, because it can juggle SYN Menace to kind of abuse that and have a really good Ginyu matchup, but let's see how it does against...
Holy cow.
And it's just... Oh, Jesus.
Whoa.
Okay.
So
you see, if...
strong turn for the back.
Yeah, if Turles entered that combat, Krillin would have been dead, but nope. Krillin just develops his board. And now it is a huge uphill climb for SYN Turles to come back from this.
Was that drill set up Dragon Ball?
Yeah, so Dragon Ball 4 wiped away Visiting the Past and SYN Menace. That looks like Black Declaration. And then it is Black Power Up, which is the promo. So if there's ever a bad combat, Krillin can hop out. It's not looking good.
I like that. Is that the Black Declaration?
Yeah, so there's this Black Declaration, and then the one that looks exactly like Black Declaration is Power Up. Yeah,
the Power Up looks sweet.
I've had many people say that, they're like, I thought that was a Declaration. They're like, no, it's Power Up, and you just entered combat against it, so you kind of have to just deal with that.
Man, that was a brutal turn.
If SYN, that's so strange. SYN Turles, I saw a SYN drive-by, which is definitely, it's looking to be a SYN Raditz deck, just with Turles probably just for the damage.
Sure.
So, I know that His stage 1 is good, his stage 2 seems pretty okay, his stage 3 is also fine, just because they can't use endurance on stuff, but you have to start getting a good combat against Krillin, that power-up's really going to stop. If there's ever a bad combat, Krillin can just hop away. So.
Oh my god.
And there we go. Standard Krillin.
Jeez. Just gotta take a look at his discard pile.
There hasn't been one combat yet. There's just no opportunity for Turles to go in and not. I think he has to. He does have an SYN intimidation, but there's the power up. Like, what does he hit? Does he hit the drill or the power? Like, there's no right choice.
Sure.
So.
I think Chad agrees with you. They're definitely saying that the Turles deck seems way too passive.
It does. It seems. It worked out for him. It just seems like it should have been a Raditz deck, but let's see how it goes. I just realized also the Dragon Ball 4 from Turles is banished, so there's only one left. Could be relevant. Yeah, I would say Black Krillin definitely got lucky drawing that one first, because if SYN Turles got the Dragon Ball 4 first, that would have been a prime opportunity to go in and
try to get an attack
hopefully,
off.
Yeah.
Sure. I wonder if is he just looking to see if he can even enter combat now?
Yeah,
is that what
I
we're
mean,
trying to figure out?
You kind of just have to. How many cards does he have in hand?
Did he discard down? Yeah.
I don't think. I'm not sure. Maybe I just didn't pay attention. I thought he didn't discard. And a racing drill. So Krillin's pretty set up. I would imagine that a Turles needs to find a way to steal Dragon Ball 4 and probably get out Dig Your Grave to get around this setup. Quickness drill, interesting.
Okay.
Not something we see all the time, especially in a SYN deck, but.
So it looks like he's just juggling attacks in hand now?
Yeah, so he's got a. It's kind of hard to see. I know he has the SYN that equips one, but he already has the Tree of Life on the board, so he could get. And he has the other equip. I don't know.
God, this is so rough for him.
Yeah, there's nothing he can really. I don't think that he's gonna get a good combat until later in the game. And if you want to play a passive game against Krillin, that's where Krillin shines. One deck has Black Corruptions, the other doesn't, so Corruptions are gonna start eating away once he draws them. Oh, he's entering.
Wow.
Black Krillin entered. Alright, so defensive burst. If this hits, it's gonna lock off Turles' physical attacks. So, and it hit. So, 3, 4, 5. Oof.
Jeez.
Well, he probably just ate that to visage him back for 10. So I guess that's fine. So
not a bad 10.
Dragon Ball SYN 7 eats up 1, which is nice. But
I mean, if Black Krillin
that was probably the best way to do it. You're just going to eat it regardless. Just take all 5. You have nothing that can be crit away.
Sure.
I mean, he can crit anger, but I don't even think the Krillin wants to do that. Krillin wants him to go up and lose that quickness drill.
I mean, the Krillin under combat, right?
Mm-hmm.
He went in. So
no, he went in.
He has. I mean, disc maybe.
Yeah, probably. I would imagine. Probably just he probably had a good combat and enough blocks to just enter with defensive bursts. Hopefully a disc to get it lead.
Targeting the tree there.
I think the tree is being no. So we're getting a Krillin attack.
Okay.
Just for 5 life cards. So now Krillin's passive is up. What happened to the? Oh, I'm sorry. Tree of Life goes away when you get crit, so that's why that's gone. All right. Well,
That seems good.
Okay. So yeah, there's definitely a reason for him to enter this combat.
Wow.
Yep. I see why he did. Defensive burst and sphere, probably, if a disc would top this off.
Right.
Now this is where Krillin can just start systematically tearing apart the deck. I would imagine he either goes for time and another block, or maybe a powerhouse card in SYN. Also, best part, he gets to look at what he's playing, because he doesn't...
Well,
it's something you don't see often. So.
Right. That's the ridiculousness, I think, of the card, allowing you to go through in a format where it's best of one.
A best of one, yeah. You know what's coming.
Correct, yeah. Not only that, you get to pick stuff out, yeah.
You get to pick out whatever the best one is. Non-Dragon Ball. So we definitely know time is going. I would imagine he's probably going to hit either an Intimidation or another energy block, probably, just to get free damage in.
Yeah.
Stare down, maybe? I haven't seen how many stare downs have been discarded. You might save that for BSM. Okay, so just a generic energy attack. That seems fair. As long as time's gone, I mean, the other card really doesn't matter.
There was a pinpoint blast in there, too?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
So, really rooting for this. I really want the Saiyan Turtles to win. But
I mean, it's definitely interesting.
It just seems like it's just not going to be able to get there. So he's at 5, so he goes up.
So here's our Turles 2.
Turles 2, so it's I believe he's got a...
Let's see if we can't find
it's the strange one. It's the energy attack that also does stages. So, but at least Krillin ate up a 6 damage life card. Everything got banished. I guess relevant. An upward dodge got banished.
So, Turles 2, energy attack costing 2 stages. Damage is 5 stages. Damage from the attack can't be prevented. On hit, your opponent pays 3 stages, or you may raise your anger 2 levels and use a critical effect. So maybe that's where he's trying to get in for the Dragon Ball.
They're either eating 8 stages, or you're putting Turtles closer to level 3.
Sure.
You would probably want to put them to level 3, because it's almost the same as Turtles level 1, but better. But it's nothing to scoff at when you're staring down 5 stages, potentially 8. So I don't think that Krillin cares too much since he's got the power up. So looks like a black reflection on the cheap shot.
So here's the attack from Turles, using his
cheap shot
standard attack, right?
And so now it's Turtles is using it. Krillin just decided to eat it, and
critical.
You get a laser crit.
Yeah,
wow. I would have not. I would have taken 3 life cards. I think that was just a misplay. I think that Krillin had forgot that he had Dragon Ball 4, because that is just huge. Because now Krillin's discard is back to 1.
Sure.
And he had a disc, but he didn't have any stages because he ate the 5. Ah. Interesting. So it turned out to be almost good for the Krillin. Seemed to be actually in favor for the Turtles after that.
That was interesting. I wonder if he just had no way to stop the Turles attack and just had to eat it.
Or so, I think how Turles level 2 works, if you can't pay the 3 stages, you have to do the crits. Because it says pay 3 stages. Because it doesn't say lower 3 stages like some other cards. So I guess he just had to crit. That's why he just didn't have a physical or an energy block. That's making sense now.
Wow.
Yeah, and with Krillin at 0 stages and no power up, I would imagine that he's going in, and he drew Saiyan Domination, so there's no chance for events to be played. Krillin has to start eating this. This might be the turnaround that Turles needed.
Wow, what a good hit, too. That was another Destructo Disc.
And a Sphere.
So finally he's going to start popping stuff.
But this definitely evened the gap that started off early on.
Sure. So like we're saying, if you just like you said, if you can't pay it, you have to take the effect. Wow.
I couldn't remember if Turles had said lose or pay, but you had said pay. So, yeah, that's great. Wow. That's...
So if we can keep Krillin off energy here.
Yeah, if you can keep him stage locked.
Yep.
All right, so he had at least an energy block this time, so he didn't get another 5, which can't be prevented, so you just kind of have to eat endurance at this point. So this is pretty much a free combat for Turles. It's interesting. If I was the Krillin player, I'm not sure if I would be aiming to get rid of Saiyan Menace. I think Saiyan Menace is only in there for the Ginyu matchups.
Okay.
Krillin shouldn't be worrying about that too often, but then again, I don't see too much recursion right now, so it shouldn't make a difference. Because until he gets... I forget the attached card, but it's once per combat you can rejuve one, so I guess it's a free Menace. It's good to get rid of it.
Sure.
Because Menace can kind of be played from the grave. It's just if you're more scared of the event or VTP, it all depends, and just free more damage. So. And he gets a draw off that because that was
Did draw energy
Saiyan,
attack?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. Oh, he's going back to 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's
Good
that.
turn.
That was
for
a
Turles.
great turn. That's surprising. There's an upper dodge. There was only, Hey, well, he got the smoothness drill back. That's good. And Kami
Finds
can start. Kami
okay.
can start help recovering in the long game. There you go. Just a better die. So, Kami can help keep the bleeding down to minimal if he can survive.
I mean, the problem here is that Krillin now has to rebuild that giant board state he had.
Also, a problem with what's happening is Saiyan Turles is in control of Dragon Ball 4.
Yeah.
So at any time, Krillin could just crits if Turles puts up a couple setups. So if Turles plays a VTP, he better be ready to pop it off. Or if there's any menaces or intimidations, he's got to pop those off right away before Krillin can get a chance to crit him.
Sure.
So stare down. Can't exactly tell what's in his hand. I saw Dragon Ball 2, which you don't care about that. Or is that a foreshadowing? I couldn't tell.
Bruce kind of making his assessment based on what's already been discarded,
if it's a
what's in his own hand.
Foreshadowing is scary. I can't tell. It looks like a foreshadowing. It looks like multiple
Energy
Dragon
web.
Balls. Energy web is also bad.
So what do we get
So
there?
Crushing Beam is also probably by that action. Saiyan Turles only has either 1 or 2 energy block. I do see a. Was that a Pinpoint Blast?
Ooh,
Okay, so he had Saiyan Outrage. Okay. To stop that. Nice.
That's a sick looking Saiyan Outrage too.
The original one. I do like the promo one. Looks neat.
What's the artwork on the promo one?
Saiyan Outrage. The new one looks kind of silly.
Oh yeah. This is the one from the regionals we got today,
That's the
right?
one we got today. He was using the original
dude, that's
copy.
sick.
It's funny. I like it.
That is awesome.
Okay, so we got the Turles 3. So Endurance is shut off again. So this is where if he starts hitting, he's hitting hard.
Sure.
So yeah, another free 3 stages, and then I guess the power is definitely relevant.
I think it's pretty strong here.
Yeah, so if he can start getting rid of that discard pile, maybe get a few lucky hits off the top. If Krillin top decks VTP, it won't be as good, but I mean, VTP still never did.
I wonder if Krillin's going to try to ride this Kami for about as long as he can.
Yeah, he really has to. He needs to get a power up, and he needs to start just recovering. From what it looks like, they have decently sized, or same deck sizes, so it's just swinging in Turles' favor. Especially with Krillin only at 1 stage.
Right.
And I can't tell if Kami has stages or not.
I think Kami's on 4.
Okay.
What's Kami's effect?
Kami at the start of the rejuvenation step, or of your rejuvenation step, you take the top card of your deck and put it on the bottom of your life, or top card of your discard pile, put it on the bottom of your life deck. And if you were to leave play, you get to search for a Dragon Ball and place it in play. So usually you're going to get Dragon Ball 6 against physical decks and just for free PUR. He really just helps. It's like a reverse Black Corruption, if that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah, I mean,
it's free life cards just for having him on board. And if they ever feel the need to kill him, you get a free Dragon Ball 6, which really helps out against yourself getting stage locked against anything. So Kami's just all around.
I mean, he's an ally that's been popping up in almost every deck. Namekian and Piccolo plays him, obviously.
Yep.
Like
any hero deck that can put Kami in.
Sure.
Definitely should play him. Only one I don't think that I've seen Kami in was inside of Orange Goku, just because it doesn't fit the theme. Goku's just trying to ramp up, kill you, straight out.
So this might be the attack that Bruce is looking for here. He's going to drop to
cheap shot. Okay. So it is 6 and 3 stages, and it can't be prevented. Oof, that was a corruption, and everything's banished as well, which is huge.
Holy cow!
Isn't it? I believe it's banned. I think that's cheap shot that banishes.
These Turles energy attacks
I definitely see
nuts.
where this deck is going for now. It's going for... It's supposed to be landing energy attacks and just using the Saiyan Mastery for free stages to pay for more energy attacks, and you just can't endure.
Right.
So, and while you're doing this, you're also stage locking him, so that's pretty cool. I like that.